People are always asking, what do I take for this or what do I take for that? Everybody wants a magic pill or herb. I mean, the answer isn't what do I take or what do I buy, it's what do I get rid of. Stop doing the things that are bad for you and clean out your life and your body, both of which, by the way, can heal themselves easily if you give them a chance. And one of the best ways to jumpstart this process is an enema. I am not kidding. This is one of the best ways to do it. If you think you're not clogged up on the inside because you go to the bathroom every day, which by the way should be 3 times a day, 30 minutes after each meal, doesn't mean you're not clogged. Let's say you're 30 years old. Have you ever seen the plumbing pipes of a 30-year-old house? Sure, water and sewage is running through them, but after 30 years, there is so much buildup on the inside of the pipes that it's difficult for anything to get through. And every day, more and more of this crap is getting stuck inside you. Your body gets its nutrition through the intestinal walls, and if they're coated with all this plaque, you're not going to get any nutrition through. You can eat 10 pounds of the best, most nutritious food in the world, but if you've got that hard crud down there, you're lucky to get 1 ounce of nutrition into your system. That's why you're so tired and run down all the time. You know, now do you see why eating superfoods and herbs isn't going to do you any good unless you do some cleansing so you can actually absorb into your system? Colon herbs and fiber aren't going to do much but scrub a little bit. What you need is something that outright dissolves this hard, crusty stuff. And I'm telling you, it's tough. What is it? Mucoid plaque. When you eat crappy food, especially unnatural inflammatory foods like bread, pizza, anything made with wheat, grains, flour, starch, candy, milk, dairy, pancakes, cookies, pies, potato chips, cooked foods, and basically anything from the modern diet, your body creates mucus to protect itself from all this crap. This mucus hardens and makes this super hard, black, slick, shiny stuff that sticks to your intestines like nothing else. Just like the black hard stuff that sticks to the bottom of your cooking pots and pans. Scrubbing it with fiber isn't going to do much. So how do you get rid of this stuff? You got it. Soak it in water. Water is the universal solvent. It can dissolve almost anything. Given enough time, it created the Grand Canyon. Okay, so how do you get water into your intestines? You can't really get it into your small intestine, but you can get it into the big one, your colon. Did you know the average person carries about 5 to 10 pounds of old, hard, crusty fecal matter in their body? That's right. Part of that pizza you ate 3 years ago is still in there, all hard, black, and shiny. Yuck. And did you know that the more clogged up you are, the more cranky you are as a person, the more run down and depressed you become, the harder it is to remember things, think straight, the harder it is to perform sexually, mentally, and physically. If you have a headache, sinus congestion, or any kind of illness, sickness, or disease, nothing will help get rid of it faster than this. Getting rid of the crud in your body is like cleansing out the fuel lines and fuel injectors in your car. Your horsepower increases 100 times like the day you were made. So here's what you do. It's real easy. Get an enema bag that looks like this. It's rubber, holds half a gallon of water, not one of these stupid chemical vials which are worthless. This is what you want. A rubber hot water bottle that holds half a gallon of water and has a hose coming out of it. Some drugstores still carry these things, but it's easier to get them online. For $10, they're cheap. This one is a hot water bottle douche enema kit. Wash it out a couple of times to get rid of the plastic residue. Get a gallon of clean, healthy water like filtered spring water or distilled water, not alkaline water. Heat it to body temperature and then fill the bag with a funnel. Screw the hose on. The best place to do this is obviously a bathroom. Let some of the water out so there is no air in the tube, then pinch it. Lubricate the tip with something natural like olive oil or coconut oil. Hang the bottle upside down on something that's about shoulder height, like a towel rack or cupboard handle. It needs to be higher than your butt because gravity has to pull the water down. There are many ways to do this, but this is the way I do it. Kneel down on the floor naked, stick the tip in your butt about 2 inches, bend down with your butt in the air and your head on the floor. One hand holding the tip in place so it doesn't pop out, and the other hand ready to squeeze the hose to stop the water flow if needed. If you've never done this before, you will almost immediately feel the urge to go to the bathroom. Resist this urge. Squeeze the hose if you have to, and when things calm down, let the water flow again. The water's body temperature, so you shouldn't feel it very much, if at all. You need to get the whole bag of water to empty inside you. Don't worry, you won't burst. If you are full of crap, you will have a hard time getting the whole bag of water in at first. You may have to go to the bathroom and start over, but don't stop until you get an entire bag of water inside you. The reason you want your butt higher than your stomach is so the water will run upwards through your plumbing. If the feeling gets too intense, it may help to kneel straight up and then bend down again. Just get the whole bag in there. You'll know it's empty when the bag is totally flat. Pull out the nozzle, put the gear in the sink, and hightail it to the toilet. Plan Plan on sitting there for about 20 minutes to half an hour because you will go to the bathroom about 5 to 7 times with a few minutes of wait in between each time. You will be amazed how full of shit you really are. If you have a headache or sinus congestion, you'll be amazed because it'll probably be gone after this because everything is connected. When you're done, you will feel so clean and so amazing you'll wonder why you didn't do this years ago. Your energy levels and your mood will be through the roof. If anyone is in a bitchy or crabby mood, hand them an enema bag and say, "Don't come out until you're done this." They'll be singing afterwards and thank you. I know this from first-hand experience. It always amazes people. Don't freak out. It's only water. As a matter of fact, if not a lot of water comes back out, it means you were dehydrated and your body soaked it all up. Time to do another one. This is by far the safest, easiest way to heal almost anything. Not just things that are physically wrong with you, but also emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. If you want a total cleansing experience, do a 3-day water fast, enemas several times a day, a neti pot running water through your sinuses and head, and shower 3 times a day. You'll be an entirely new person. I don't advise people to do coffee enemas anymore because the caffeine goes right into your bloodstream. Sure, you can use wheatgrass or garlic or whatnot, but I just use plain, good old, simple water. How often do you do this? If you're sick, at least several times a day. If you're recovering, several times a week. And if you're normal, several times a month. That's what I do. Look, everything's toxic. The air, the water, the food, everything. You gotta clean out regularly. Will it wash out the good probiotic gut flora? Some of it, but not really enough to worry about. I suggest people take a good liquid non-dairy probiotic afterwards, like these, coconut kefir or non-dairy acidophilus. Mix it with a bunch of water so it'll make it through your stomach acid alive. The full instructions are in the book Heal Yourself 101. There is no excuse. This can save a life. It's helped people with appendicitis attacks, food poisoning. It gets rid of gas and bloating immediately. It helps you get over cold, flu, bronchitis, and pretty much anything you can imagine. It's helped countless people with cancer clean out their corroded bodies. The list is endless. Get over the squeamishness of it. It's just water. I do it. Everybody I know does it. It's changed people's lives. Just do it. You'll thank me.